I'm actually a fan of night flying. As you can see, it's pretty dark. Got my Mavic not Mavic, Autel Evo right here. Last time I flew with my Mavic Enterprise, but right now I'm gonna get it airborne, show you a few things with it that I really like, and hopefully we're gonna have some good photo shots, not video, because video is difficult to record at night, but photo shots. We're gonna switch ISO. We're gonna go to manual. Shutter speed, we're gonna go all the way to 1/30th, and ISO 3200. Colors, we're gonna do none. This we're gonna do manual and set it at about 4,000, not even 4,000, 3,800. Cool. Standard. What else we got? Well, that's gonna be for now. For video, we're gonna set the same thing. We're gonna set resolution to 4K, 24 frames per second, manual exposure, shutter speed 1/30th, ISO the same, light the same, and let's see. Let's get it airborne. So there is the Evo, and right here it has one calibration that I really like above the Mavic because it got some really bright lights. Check this out. Right now both of them are blinking, but I believe I can turn both of them off. Look at that. Just the battery lights on the back. That's it. It's called night mode. You can barely see it. I know on Mavic Enterprise, there's no way you can shut both of these off. You can shut off just the front ones. So that's what I like about the Autel. But now I'm gonna turn them back on and do some night flying. Unfortunately, after recording full narration with the screen recording, it did not save for some reason, so I have to redo it. And here I took off, and please don't say anything about my movements, my erratic movements with the Evo. This is a new one that I just got. I haven't fully calibrated the gimbal, the speed of movement and everything else on it. This is basically just like the second flight after I tested it with the first flight. So I just wanted to shoot the night scenery. I did ascend pretty high, but I could see the city, I could see everything. Here I just trying to get my bearings because at night it's very difficult to fly, especially if you live in the middle of nowhere like I do. I live not far from a city, but I do live in the forest. So here you finally can see the city. The video actually recorded best of all because I was flying with the Mavic Pro, with Mavic Air. Haven't tried the Enterprise for night viewing yet. I don't remember what other drone I flew, but so far out of all the drones I have, this is the best nighttime recording, period. Because you can actually see the city, and it's not a very bright city at that. It's just some city lights and some houses. So I just maxed out on the ISO. I did the 24 frames per second, 4K recording, and cool lighting. At the end, I'll show you some more pictures that I took and tell you the exposure times. But overall, I'm actually very pleased with the Evo, how it flies at night. I did not risk flying at night over the city. I kind of had to shoot it from the side because where I'm located at, you can fly pretty much as high as you want, no airports anywhere around, but it's somewhat illegal to fly over the city because it has a lot of government installations within the city. So if you fly over government installation, you can actually get arrested and your drone taken away. So I had to do it from the side. So at first I tried to take the photos with 1 second exposure, then I tried the 2 second exposure, but in the end I settled, and you will see this in the last 2 photos, with a 5 second exposure with minimal ISO. I think I did 100 ISO just to reduce the noise, and pictures actually turned out great. I mean, I like the way they turned out. I don't have any quarrel with the camera on the Evo for night shooting. I'm sure some drones out there are much better, but Evo did really well. Right now the Autel is about 135 meters away, 100 meters high. Check this out. You can so clearly see it, how bright the lights are. I can see the red and the green. That's how bright those onboard lights are. That's why I love the Autel over the Mavics, because Mavics that far away, they're difficult to see already.